Good morning from London. It's a bright autumn morning here in London. And hello from me, Dr. Dermot Hudson, the chairman of the British Group for the Study of the Juche idea, chairman of the Korean and French Association of the UK, an official delegate of KFA for the UK, and of course, the owner of this very self-same channel, Songam 007, the militant voice of Songam in Juche in the UK, defending people's career with no ifs or buts, and probably the only genuine 100% pro DPRK, pro Juche YouTube channel in the UK. Please accept no imitations. And of course, today in people's career is a very significant day, for it is the 77th anniversary of the foundation of the Democratic People's Republic of Korea, the homeland of Juche. So I wish everybody a very happy DPRK Foundation Day. And before I say a few words on the subject of the DPRK's anniversary, I think it's important to make this point. It's not North Korea, it's the Democratic People's Republic of Korea, or DPRK for short, or People's Korea, or Juche Korea. People have got to stop using the term North Korea, particularly with North in the uppercase, because this is a way of denying the legitimacy of the DPRK. Anyway, to proceed, on September the 9th, 77 years ago, President Kim Il-sung founded the Democratic People's Republic of Korea, the sacred motherland of Juche. Today, under the leadership of respected Marshal Kim Jong-un, the international prestige of the DPRK is soaring higher and higher with each passing day, as we saw in Beijing last week. The fact that respected Marshal Kim Jong-un can stand as an equal with leaders of states with populations of billions is due to the fact that the DPRK has followed the road of Juche as charted out by President Kim Il-sung and Chairman Kim Jong-il. The DPRK is not a copy of another state, as some reactionaries try to slanderously assert. The very name, Democratic People's Republic of Korea, was original and reflected the independent, popular and democratic nature of the DPRK, based on the great Juche idea. As respected Comrade Kim Jong-un said, and I quote, "Our socialism is an independent socialism, strong in the Juche character and national identity." End of quotation. The DPRK has a solid Juche character and unique national character. The tricoloured flag of the DPRK flies high on street corners and on blocks of flats. The Korean people are really proud of their socialist country, and I think I would add here that in the DPRK, people have got real reasons to put flags up, because the DPRK is really their country. It's a people's country, and it's giving them benefits like free housing and free education and abolition of taxation and all these things. The DPRK, founded by President Kim Il-sung, always implemented Juche-based policies based on the needs of its people and the realities of the country. The DPRK transformed production relations according to its own Juche-based theories and worked out many original policies, such as the Tian work system and the Chongsun-Ri method. The DPRK rejected membership of the old Council for Mutual Economic Assistance, CMEA, or Comecon, as it was known in the West, as they used to say very derisively at school, right-wing teachers, which had, in Comecon, or the Council for Mutual Economic Assistance, had been set up by the old USSR and was dominated by it, and the DPRK also did not join the Warsaw Pact. Not one soldier from another country is stationed on the land of the DPRK, and no other country can control the DPRK's intercontinental ballistic missiles. And I would just add here, when I was a kid, I remember reading in a book how the so-called British nuclear deterrent was really controlled by the Americans. That there was one key held by a British officer and one held by an American officer, and they could only fire the missiles if the American officer put his key in the control panel. It's American domination of Britain, but that's another subject. In December 1955, almost 70 years ago, will be in about 2 months or 3 months, President Kim Il-sung made the historic speech titled on eliminating dogmatism and formalism and establishing Juche in ideological work, which stressed the need to establish Juche. Later, in 1967, President Kim Il-sung made the speech to the Supreme People's Assembly of the DPRK that was titled, "Let us embody more thoroughly the revolutionary spirit of independence, self-sustenance and self-defense in all fields of state activity," which laid down a basic underpin for establishing independence and self-reliance in all fields of state activity. Guided by the idea of self-reliant independence based on the Juche idea, authored by Comrade Kim Il-sung, the DPRK travelled the road of anti-imperialism and independence. It defeated the US imperialists in the Fatherland Liberation War, Korean War, in the 1950s. In the showdown with the US imperialists after the Korean War, the DPRK, upholding independence, anti-imperialism, Juche, won victory after victory against the US, such as the Pueblo Affair, 1968, the EC-121 shootdown in 1969, and many other instances, such as the Panmunjom 1976 incident. The DPRK faced down the US in the nuclear crisis. People's Korea has defied the sanctions of the crazy US imperialists to become a socialist nuclear power of Juche and an ICBM power. Because the DPRK is not shackled to another country and follows the road of Juche, great achievements have been made. For example, between 1946 and 1984, industrial output value increased by 431 times. In the same period, per capita national income increased by 65 times. Can you imagine that? Grain production increased by 5.3 times. Today, the DPRK can make anything from a tin of iced coffee to an intercontinental ballistic missile. Today's People's Korea stands tall and proud in East Asia as a powerful state of Juche, which is advancing rapidly towards socialism and communism under the banner of self-reliance. Long live People's Korea, long live Juche, long live respected Marshal Kim Jong-un, long live the Great Workers' Party of Korea. Thank you very much for listening and being here today. If you're not already a subscriber to the channel, and remember, this is probably the only 100% pro DPRK, pro Juche, pro Sangam YouTube channel in the UK. Please hit the subscribe button, tell all your friends about it. I'm in the process of starting a channel on Odyssey, just getting used to the ropes on it and how you upload things and do stuff on that. But there'll be an Odyssey channel coming soon because there's too much censorship on Google, and they're fiddling the viewing stats. So I'm going to have an Odyssey channel. You can support our work in all sorts of ways. We've got a publishing program. I've written many books, but also not just me, but some other people in KFA UK and the British Group for the Study of the Juche idea have written books. There'd be a link in the description to the author spot. Please check it out, buy some books, and also you can support us by donating money. There'd be links in the description where you can donate money. And last of all, the most important thing is to support us by coming to our events, both online and offline. That's the most important thing. It's all very well to put like on Facebook or Telegram or watch videos, but what really counts is feet on the ground and people filling up the meeting rooms. So please always check out our social media for details of events. Thank you very much. Happy DPRK Foundation Day. Long live the DPRK, long live Juche. Thank you.